which is his sister,
yes,
and asked her if she's okay. That was before the whole thing come about. And she said, obviously, and hang up. So when this whole thing come to light, he has Jada. This is one of his tactics. Called from a different number, which my niece did not recognize, and said, asking her to drop the case, and said if she don't care about her little niece. So my niece said, he didn't think about that when he was raping me. And what they did, the doctor, they could come up with some song. And the doctor, they come up with some voice and claim that it was my niece saying it, which was not. But that's his way of manipulating the victims. That's his way of coming up with stuff.
So Faja, I want to ask Faja, the case between you and Jabass and your niece, is it still in the court?
It's still in the court. Jabass went to court week before last Friday. Yes, it's still active.
That's in Kingston, right?
In Kingston, because that's where the crime happened. Yes.
Is it true that he's not supposed to be in the area unless he go to court?
Agreed.
Okay.
He's not supposed to be seen in the community of the victim. Agreed. Whenever he spot any family member in Black River Town, he look up, he recognize he took off, he dash off. He don't stick around long.
Hold on the fact that we can ask the one question. As more ask.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. No.
One woman needs to listen to more. Guys,
let the woman talk before the ask question. You should talk.
He did. He told the media when he first come out, said there was an altercation with him and his sister, and we are framing him 2 days before. Nothing like that. His sister went to university. I cannot disclose which one of the university. I have to protect her because she's still going through it mentally, emotionally. Even me as an aunt, because right now I'm so angry. You guys don't even know the amount of lie and manipulation that Jabass is doing. There's so many victims in St. Elizabeth area that we know of, but too afraid to come forward and to shame. But too afraid to come forward and to shame because of all the bashing. This is exactly what's happening to Peter Gay. That's exactly why they're ashamed of the bashing. They come privately and disclose certain things and disclose themselves. They're afraid to come public because of the bashing. And some people are standing with Jabass. I'm appalled and ashamed of a woman standing with Jabass and bashing the victim. Nobody would cause such shame and cause such public humiliation and themselves if it didn't happen. Nobody wouldn't.
Faja, guys.
Yes, sir.
Faja, I want you to know this, that I stand with your niece and I stand with all the victims that become an idiot. I know Jabass do it for true. I know Jabass do it because I know the intimidation tactics. And you see him have the strength on the social media, and him have the people that on social media back him. That's why I wouldn't mind, guys, if 2-3 victims come out and appear at this type of crashing case. And this is going to make him go down because at the end of the day, the boy are wicked, and then the people who are defending him, they're not like Jabass now, the victims, they have money about to create far.
Yep. That's exactly what's happening. And the victims have to be suffering all over again silently by listening to what they have to say and knowing what they've been through. They have to silently go through this all over again, mentally, emotionally. You name it. You name it. But I'm tired of staying silent. I was staying silent to protect my niece, but I'm still staying silent because and somebody have to be a voice for her.
Did you know that you speaking up now is going to garner so much people because because a lot of people don't do their investigations. Them have Google, them not use it. Yes, when they accused of something, you don't go and check if there's a court case pending or whatever, right?
There is. Let me tell you something, mother. I have to clear up the gun court that he claimed that he only have. Yet that was before rape come along that we know about. So that's why he only singing about one charge. He do have gun case out there. We don't know how it ends. We don't know what was the outcome of it. But yes, he was arrested, I think in 2014 or 2015 for a gun charge. Yes, in Black River. Yes.
Faja, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
Do you remember Peter Gay?
I don't know who Peter Gay is. I just learned of Peter Gay since the whole thing come out.
You know, she was there with the Andre Stevenson situation. You remember her?
No, ma'am, because there was so much going on at the moment. No, I don't
Okay,
remember.
all right. So,
Them now screen a card, we don't know why you supposed.
I am the auntie for Jaba's little sister that he raped.
Make sure not hear up on the screen a card because we need to put this out, guys. Guys, please not beg on a woman.
Auntie, I want to ask you to
And what I have to say, DNA don't lie. So let Jabass go ahead.
Auntie,
DNA not gonna lie.
Jabass
DNA don't lie.
So Jabass's DNA was left at the where he raped your niece.
Yes. Yes. Yes, DNA
Okay,
don't lie.
thank you, God. So,
DNA all of my sheet, her clothes in the room where she was boarding with attorney. He called her up. He said, sis, I am doing a photo shoot somewhere in Kingston, and I know you're up here. Where your address at? I just want to stop by and come check in on you. That's how the whole thing. And as a good listener, that they have a good relationship, and their father had passed about a year and a half or 2 years before. You understand? So
Yeah.
she's stepping up the ladder by going to university. The brother called to check in, say he's in, which is Jabass. Say he's in Kingston doing a photo shoot, and he wants to know where she is, and he wants to stop in just to check in on her. And she gave the address of where she was boarding, and he come and he sit, she said, and he was smoking, and he left and called back and said, are you still sleeping? I want to just come back and hang out with you a little bit longer. That was later on in the night, around 10. You understand? And she, as a sister, and your brother, you're not going to think so your brother going to do that to you. You're not going to think so. They share the same, actually, father, but they're different mothers. They're not from the same district, okay? They're not from the same district. Let me make that clear. And she said, yes, I'm up, I'm not sleeping yet. And she said, when he come in, he's smoking. And she said she got in her room while he was in the living room area on the couch, and he was sitting there. And what he did, something he put, what he chemically put in whatever he was smoking and numb her up. And that's how we get to rape her. She couldn't even call for help. That's how he raped her.
The own sister.
His own little sister.
Foxy, Jabass know you. One more ask you, Foxy, you attack. Jabass know you know, sir, you attack. I know your voice. Foxy.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yes, Jabass knows you and knows, sir, you attack now.
Jabass, I don't know if Jabass know me, but I know who Jabass is. Because I left Jamaica since 1996.
Okay.
can I ask you a question? So when she was living in St. Elizabeth, he never had access to her like that, right?
No, they used to see each other once in a while.
Once in a while. Okay.
And,
So when she went to university, that was her first year of going to university?
Yes.
So that's why he knew. So he got access to her now. So he had a move. That's why.
Right.
Because
Correct.
why he never did it before, because he had no access to her.
No access because they live in two different districts.
Two different districts. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That my point exactly. So now he realized.
And they get a little closer when the father passed away, and as a big brother, a little sister, and the father passed away on her birthday, her 16th birthday. And as a little sister getting to know her brothers, because the father has kids all over at St. Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So that's what I was saying in my life earlier.
Fat John,
Yes, love.
you don't even know what you did. You just assisted Peter Gay to let Peter
Peter Gay is telling the truth. There are other victims out there that I know, and they can't talk because they're ashamed. They're ashamed of retaliation. They're fearful for their life because that's what Jabass tapped it. He threatened them, he threatened the family. That's what Jabass does. That's how he silences his victims.
Mm-hmm.
Jabass is a big pussy. And we can't tell him that Jabass is a pussy. Tell him to walk freely in St. Elizabeth without hiding, without driving. Walk in St. Elizabeth if he's innocent. Walk good, walk street good.
Yeah.
And what a scamming he doing at St. Elizabeth too. What a scamming, he scam a whole lot of people in St. Elizabeth. And all the little girls that me go after Black River High School. What a victim in St. Elizabeth. Jabass raping victim.
And Fat John, them say one little girls missing, 14, 15, 16-year-old missing, nobody know them there.
That's why he's threatening people online, so he thinks I'm a body. He's threatening people. That's why he's keeping people in fear and silence. Because I don't understand how he can go doing all these crime and getting away with it and still walking. So I still walk. But I learned that during the investigation, my niece, when he was arrested in Black River police station for the almost 2 weeks, before he get bail, he has family member stationed in JDF department, in the police department, stationed in Black River. He was access to phone. He was listening to everything that was going on at Andre Stevenson when he came out, and sending threats. And that's why he come on live attacking Andre at that time when Andre make it public. That's his tactic. Those are the things that he does. So when he going around saying he going to police station, that don't even look like Black River police station to me. The brown walkers, I know Black River police station.
Black River police station in Go.
That is not even Black River police station. You understand?
Because if they come here and say, my knowledge that I'm say, then if you have an ongoing case, although Kingston it was reported, but from 2015, 16, 17, I have cases where the parents report you. And Peter Gay case was reported, but Peter Gay man just never signed what she was signed. So I ask about the Black River police don't know say you're a rapist. They don't know. I don't think that in them got in a girl.
But I never say him report that 3 times a week, so them know him and them know why my report.
He report. In them go.
So we know that in them go. Because those people know what he did.
And in there, it's not brown wall. Black River police is not brown wall when they enter. It's white or beige, whatever you want to call it. It's not.
Okay.
When it's a matter in them, we know that. And when Jada reached out to my niece, they're talking about she must drop the case. Please drop the case. I remember about her niece, because her niece need her father. That's what he do. He doctor her voice. I put it in some song when it first happened. And it's not my niece's voice. It's not my niece's voice. He doctor the voice and make it and fool the public and make it think say my niece he was talking to, and it's nothing like that. But Jada know what's happening. Jada know how Jabass is. Jada knows how Jabass is. Jada know about Jabass crimes.
Faja, who's Jada?
Jabass mother. Baby mother.
Baby mother.
Girl when have the kid he have the picnic with, and he been with her when she was 13, 14. Here there.
I want the backside there.
Wow. Okay. I open our blood clot.
So Faja.
I open our list of the woman now blood clot taking them out of the silence. But Faja, you know, so at the silence that Jabass win all the time, you know. You see the silence? That's how we win because him can't
empowered him. He feel empowered when he silenced them, but when you show him that you don't take her, you can take whatever from your body, but you can't take his voice, and that's the reason why I decided to speak up for my niece who is not able to speak up for herself right now, but I'm gonna be her voice until the very end.
I'm proud of you. All the women can feel like pray for Jabass. All the feel.
I'm proud of you. Faja, me hide the name, but a Faja DM me and talk to last night. Faja DM me and said she not ready yet. I couldn't believe what I say. Come and see you come up and say I want to this stage because she don't want to say that and whatever because Faja, social media is not all that bad because they have people on here that give a fuck. Okay. You have people on here that's gonna fight for the truth. You have me, I have Sky Diamond, I have even fucking Rosalie.
He's threatening Rosalie just to silence Rosalie. He cannot sue Rosalie because there's an active rape case against him. He cannot touch Rosalie with no lawsuit. Let me tell you that.
So Fat Joe,
he cannot touch Rosalie with no lawsuit.
So Fat Joe, we wanted to tell your niece that listen, she was the one who opened up this door why we cannot have this discussion right now, and we commend her.
Thank you. She's still dealing with it. She's still dealing with it mentally, emotionally. She's still dealing with it.
We are commending her because she are the one who made me stand here so now.
Well, I'm the liar, baby. Fact, I want to ask you, what you said, him got court last week for the...
Not last week, the week before last week, Friday.
Him got court for the grape case.
Yes, in Kingston, and that's where the court is called up in Kingston.
Just that me one
in Kingston, yes. It's still active.
Friday,
and he's threatening Rosalie with all this bullshit, and that's his tactic, and I'm putting it out there. Only way he can threaten Rosalie unless he decides to set up somebody for harm Rosalie, but he can't sue Rosalie for nothing. Because because there's an active case. And the public know about it. It's public information.
But in the eyes of the law too, for you to sue somebody, you're
When you hear from yourself.
Embarrassed. But me want to tell you say, but you never do nothing wrong, bro. You have made me know say I'm a liar.
Yes.
Bring it to the forefront of that rapist.
That's what he does.